lacrosse team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 11. It's a gain of 34. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, it's Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Here's White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 50, Newton. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Paul Richardson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, here's White. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
At the end of the first quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton, he rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down right at
DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's Carson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Haskins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Jamal Adams.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Michel. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Patriots.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On the carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Seahawks 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Newton. This is White on the screen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with White on the counter. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis. And was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53, you might remember. From midfield now, Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Watch 14, watch 14.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Patriots 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Patriots.
They go right back to White here on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's White, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, a run from White. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And a Patriot first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They defer to White out of the shotgun. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
How about Patrick Chung from the safety spot? Always a big hitter. He gets in there to make the play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They run again with Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
2nd and 4. Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is out quickly to the right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
56 to Mike. 56 to 8. 8. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Flush to his right. Open man is Myers. And he's got this down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down and 3.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And the Patriots are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
11 more on that one and another first down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
You got 20. You got 20. Shoot. Watch the shot.
Following the penalty, Michelle.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything to go run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
You got three down. Mike, 51. Ricky. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Haskins going to try to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses. And Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll drop it underneath to White.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down
At the 24-yard line.
He completes it right side to White. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
4. And it's third down.
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.